You're listening to Episode 1 of the Jefferson County Development Authority podcast, where business feels at home, with hosts Ryan Snyder and Krista Hoffman, with special guest Harriet Pearson.
Well, thank you for joining us today at the Jefferson County Development Authority's debut podcast, Where Business Feels at Home. I'm Krista Hoffman, and I'm the program manager here at the JCDA.
I'm Ryan Snyder. I'm the Agriculture Development Coordinator here at the JCDA.
And we're excited to have Harriet Pearson join us, business owner of 2 different businesses in Jefferson County.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Tell us a little bit about your businesses, Harriet.
Oh, I'd be happy to. My husband, Steve Pearson, and I relocated to Jefferson County full-time in 2020 after having a weekend house here for multiple years. And we now are the owners and publishers of the Independent Observer, which many folks in Jefferson County receive in their mail. And it's online. It's a monthly news magazine. Available at wearetheobserver.com. And secondly, and maybe slightly more excitingly, we are about to reopen the Shepherdstown Opera House after 5 years of renovation. Yep, it's been a long time. We bought the Opera House in Shepherdstown in 2018, and almost immediately after we bought it, a hose in a washing machine broke on the second level, and 5,000 gallons of water rained down into the theater. So we shut it down and committed to restore it. And we're very happy that we're reopening now.
That is very exciting. So tell us some of the future, if you're able to tell us some of the plans that you have for it once the grand opening happens.
Well, we're at the stage of our lives where we really want to be connected to community and make a difference to the community. So this space was built in 1910 and was the home of vaudeville in Jefferson County. And so we are returning it to be a home of live performance and movies. So we're going to experiment a bit, but you're going to be able to see bands. So it's going to come back to live music. We hope to do a little comedy. We're definitely going to do movies. We hope to do movies 2 weekends a month. And we're open to ideas and partnerships. So hit me up, Anybody who's got some ideas, let us know. Steve Pearson and my husband and I have worked real hard with some really good teammates in our contractor and other craftspeople to put the building back in order, and it's now accessible. On the main level, completely accessible, new bathrooms, and we're very happy to have made this investment, and we're ready to go in terms of providing a place for people to come and whatever kind of interest you've got, whoever you are, business person, students, retirees, anybody really, families, to come and enjoy music, have a bit of culture, and you'll see lots of interesting events at the Opera House.
And speaking of interesting events at the Opera House, we're really excited that our business pitch competition, Jumpstart Jefferson, which is another inaugural business competition that we're introducing to the public, is going to be held at the Opera House. So that's May 24th.
We were very excited and are excited to partner with you. And, I think when Steve and I relocated here, we were coming from the Northern Virginia, D.C. area, and we spent 30 years working in D.C. and more broadly. And when we came, we're at a stage of our lives where we want to be connected to community, and these are our 2 community businesses. But we've had I've had the privilege of working for 20 years for a very large global technology company, IBM. And for the last 10 years, I have been a lawyer at a law firm in Washington, and we're ready to have a time to have connection to community and to mentor. And when I heard about Jumpstart Jefferson, I can't help it, but I jumped for joy because I really love the idea. Yeah. The idea of helping mentor in-state businesses, people who want to have the courage to start something new makes a whole lot of sense for an economic development authority to do. And we jumped at the chance really to help out with this. And we're delighted to host the business plan competition, but I know actually there's so much more to it, as you've described it to me, Krista.
Yes, and for those who aren't aware, we are having this competition, Jumpstart Jefferson, and it introduces entrepreneurs to the concepts and practices that will provide them with the tools necessary for business success. So along with the pitch comes an educational session, and we have Tiffany Hine from Blue Ridge CTC as our education coordinator, and we also have business experts coming in to talk to the applicants, the students, and when they're finished with that 5-week course, they will have a well-rounded business plan to take with them, and to use. And of course, one person will walk away with a $5,000 grant as well to help them get started. But we are excited because every person that's going to be involved in the competition is really going to come away with a lot of great knowledge and networking and information that they can put towards their new business.
That's so important. Just having, ultimately business is about relationships and of course knowledge and hard work, but having the right boost at the right time can make a ton of difference. And we're particularly excited because, I think frankly, there could be, I've heard a perception that economic development in this area could be seen as, let's bring in out-of-state businesses. And yeah, we have to bring in new organizations. We have to bring in investment. That makes sense as a strategy. But let's not ignore the massive amount of talent that's right here, the resources, the people, and help. And so I think it's spot on in terms of what you all at the authority, the JCDA, can be doing to support the kinds of folks who want to stay here and grow right here and bring business and jobs to the area.
Yeah, I like the thought of we're growing our own.
Growing our own. Yeah.
We're
and the relationships we all make from participating and supporting this, because I know you have multiple other sponsors and participants, those are good to have. The relationships meant to help each other. And so that's, self-interest. I have some self-interest too. I love the fact that we will connect with those folks, and whether it's just because we're new and we're getting to know more people, or through the Observer or Opera House, whatever it is, I think having those relationships is a wonderful thing.
It definitely is. I agree.
Yeah, so in addition to Jumpstart taking place at the Opera House, which we're so very excited about, you also decided to participate with us as a sponsor of the event. Could you tell us a little bit more about that and kind of why community was your driving factor in joining us on this journey?
Well, community is about a lot of different things. And, we enjoy community in arts, in social settings. But I firmly believe, with 30 plus years of business experience, you build community and business relationships too. So it was easy for us to offer and put together a package for you all from the Independent Observer of advertising and promotion. And we've had the Observer now, we've been publishing it since June of 2020. So if you remember back then what was going on, we bought it so that it wouldn't close down. And we've been very happy to make friends and find supporters in all sorts of fine businesses who are now monthly. You can see their advertising in the Observer in the paper. And you can get all the content that we make available, local news, analysis, arts and culture coverage on our website. And so last year we had been mailing to 13,000 households across Jefferson County. And not for nothing, that's a lot of households in this county. Mm-hmm. That's reaching about maybe more than half the adults here. So we thought that it was a good match here between the ability we have to get the word out about our advertisers and what we can offer you all in terms of whoever steps forward and wins this competition will get $500 worth of a tailored advertising and promotion package, which will include, a display ad, but also we'll sit down with that winner and have a conversation and really try to understand what is their goal, what would be best suited for them at this stage of their business, and we'll strategize with them a little bit, bringing our experience to the table and say, well, maybe we'll do a little feature on them or do something that will help them out, depending on where they are in their journey. And I know from experience, because I've benefited from many mentors and people who've done good things for me as I was starting out, that could be valuable. I hope it is, at least. But anyway, that's what we're putting on the table for you all as part of our partnership on the Observer side, and hope that the winner makes good use of it.
Yeah, we certainly appreciate your partnership with us on this, and I think, like you mentioned too, that business is a lot about relationships and connections, and this opportunity seems to be a relationship and a connection that the winner can certainly use to benefit themselves and their business, and not only that, but help build the community here as well.
I hope so.
Yeah, businesses supporting other businesses.
Yep.
I think that's really what it comes down to. Communities that work together to grow and to see new things come in that will be exciting.
I'm going to be real interested to see who steps forward, what ideas are going to come forward. And I've already placed a bet with myself. I'm not going to share with you what it's going to be, but I'm kind of betting on what kind of types of businesses are coming forward, and wonder if I can use, or see any of the kinds of businesses that come forward in the competition. We'll see.
We're excited here too. We're very excited at the JCDA, and there's only 15 spots, so there's limited spots available, and we're excited to see what businesses are interested in this.
And is there any restriction? Do you have to have a certain number of years of experience? Is it okay if your business exists but needs some help?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Our registration process and everything is set up for new or existing businesses in Jefferson County to take advantage of the opportunity and the education opportunities that come forward because of this competition as well. The only stipulation really is that your business has to be located in Jefferson County. You can check out our website at jcda.net. All the rules for the contest are online, as well as bios of the judges and the education mentors, and all the folks along the way kind of lending a helping hand to folks participating in the contest.
That's great.
We're really excited. We're so very thankful for you. Jefferson County is lucky to have you and Steve here doing what you're doing.
Oh, we're having fun. We love this place. I mean, we first came to this area about 10 years ago, and one of my friends from the business world, business relationships, invited us to her housewarming, and we immediately fell in love with the region. We ended up buying a property, and one thing led to another, and here we are, and have made a lot of good friends here, and love the culture, love the nature, natural beauty of the area, and you know what? There's tons of opportunity. We see it left and right, and we wish we were 30 years younger, because it would be a lot of fun to do something additional to what we're doing. But for now, I think if anybody wants to hear about what we're doing at the Shepherdstown Opera House as we reopen, I encourage you to come visit us on the web at operahouselive.com. You'll see a place to sign up for updates. We're also, Shepherdstown Opera House is on Facebook, and we'll be activating, I guess, as they say in social media land, we'll be activating pretty soon, but not quite yet, as we book performances and put our schedule together. But come on down and see us and get in touch.
Well, I'm definitely excited for that. I know you'll be seeing my face quite a bit. And I have to agree with you about Jefferson County, born and raised here, and it is a beautiful place and a wonderful community. And we really thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
Yeah, Harriet, thank you for stopping by, and thanks again for your support of Jumpstart Jefferson and this initiative and the Jefferson County community. We look forward to the opportunity before us and seeing what wonderful, fun, new things Jumpstart is able to bring us.
You've been listening to the Jefferson County Development Authority podcast, where business feels at home, with hosts Ryan Snyder and Krista Hoffman, with special guest Harriet Pearson. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are the speaker's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the Where Business Feels at Home podcast or the Jefferson County Development Authority. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only.